My name is Sandra Haas, and I was a ballet dancer when I was younger. Danced professionally. Right now, I'm a mom of four kids. I'm homeschool. I do ballet, and I'm a ballet teacher. And me and my husband and I, we are missionaries to the Bay Area. So everything started about 9 months ago when I had an injury on my hip flexor. That injury did not heal properly. Actually, I started getting more injuries and getting more debilitated. So 9 months into it, I barely could walk. And this is, remember, I'm a very active person. Barely could walk. I couldn't hug my husband because that would hurt. And if I reached for food in the refrigerator, I would get more injuries. So that's how bad I was. I would just have to be laying down. We had visited 12 doctors, 9 months and 12 doctors, and none could figure out what I had. Finally, I was so hopeless. My husband finally met Brett by Master, and he said, I think my wife can help you. They were connecting with Healing Grove. And, to be honest, I was pretty hopeless after, 12 doctors. But I met with Dr. Angela by Master, and I cannot say how incredible it was.
When I first met Sandra, she was very sick. I met her over a telemedicine visit, and so I could only see her on a screen. And she was describing what she could do and what she couldn't do, and it was extreme. I mean, she was very nearly bedbound, and I was very concerned, and I didn't know initially what was wrong with her. I looked through her chart of what had been done. She had all of her papers. She was very organized. And then all of a sudden, as I was reviewing what had been done, and I was reviewing the notes from the other doctors, and I was listening to her story, all of a sudden, the Holy Spirit spoke to me.
And she diagnosed me with pernicious anemia, which is kind of an old person's disease, but it's more common than we would think. And in that meeting, basically, I met with her. The other meeting, she said, I think you have pernicious anemia. I started my B12 treatments. By the way, pernicious anemia is a B12 deficiency. I cannot absorb B12 from food. I need B12 injections. So I started my B12 injections, and I started recovering, and it was an amazing miracle.
Between the two of us plus the Holy Spirit, we came to a place of realizing that these three things were between her and health, and then so as we began treatment with some medicine, and she, like, something about the truth of those things set her free.
She not only diagnosed me physically, but she actually, the Holy Spirit gave her revelation of what was God's purpose for this, because it was pretty painful. I could not even move. My life felt like I was a living dead, literally, although we believed in the Lord. And the Lord used her to just put context and purpose for what I've gone through. So she not only ministered to me in the physical, but in the practical, in the spiritual. I was completely blown away by the Lord's goodness and these amazing Christians that were listening to the Lord and applying medicine and Christianity together.
We don't know how miraculous healing occurs, but we both were praising God as she began to get better and better and better. And it's just been a joy for all of us to see her go from a place of extreme disability to health and wellness and wholeness.